in this fight.
Okay.
And I feel like a lot of people are going to be picking Ponz. Who's the favorite in that? Ponzinibbio.
Like as far as betting favorite, I could check that out. I'm not sure, but
No, your favorite. Yeah, what the fuck you think I'm talking about? Right? Christopher Deuce is funny. Wait, what do you see? I'm thinking that he'd probably be the favorite, but I think this is going to be a violent fight that's going to be over in the first round. And I swear, I think they're going to be both. They both are going to trust in their power. I think Mike Perry's going to make it nasty, getting close, and he's going to end up landing something. And because I think Ponzinibbio is just going to go to take him out. And when he goes to do that, he's going to get fucking countered. I think that's what's going to go down.
yeah, Ponzinibbio is a minus 190 favorite over Mike Perry's a plus 170. So it's close, but he's the underdog.
Right.
I think Mike Perry's going to take it, man. I do. What is his? You don't have his amateur record on here.
No, I can look though quickly.
Only because I know Ponzinibbio has a crazy record.
Well, I was just going to say, like, probably that's why he's the favourite, because he has a vastly greater experience than his opponent, at least professionally, you know. So.
Wonder what Mike Perry's thoughts about his knockout over Gunnar Nelson when Ponzinibbio knocked him out. That was pretty, He's an explosive guy, but so is Perry.
Yeah.
I feel like Perry's got a chin, though. I don't think Perry's going to get hit. That's what I think is going to make a difference. I think he might have to take one to give one. I think he's going to be willing to do it, and I think he's going to end up finding Ponzinibbio's jaw.
Yeah, I don't.
Ponzinibbio puts people away too.
Yes, absolutely.
But
they're both
I
in there
think
knockout.
I think this guy is a legit savage, and I think he's going to be able to take. If he has to take one to give one, he will. The other guy, Ponzinibbio, had to fight a fight with a broken arm, and he fucking fought 2 rounds with that. So they both got no quit in them.
Yeah.
But when the light switch goes off, it goes off.
Yeah, there's nothing.
And I think Perry's going to be able to find that switch. You picking up what I'm putting down?
I agree with you, to be honest with you.
You don't have to.
No, I know. I have no problem disagreeing with you, but I agree with you. No. I do. I agree. I think that it's for me. It's interesting, right? I don't believe the records in MMA are really an indication. It's for me. It's who you fight and when you fight them. And like, no disrespect to anyone's record, but it doesn't amount to anything that convinces me for Ponzinibbio to have the edge over.
Ponzinibbio, he's pretty explosive.
Yeah, I don't mean that he hasn't accomplished anything. He has. His record's impressive.
Who the hell did Ponzinibbio lose to in the UFC? Could you remind me of that, please?
Yeah, I'm going to take a look right now.
And what is his record in the UFC? Because I know Mike Perry's 4-1 with that one loss over Alan Joban, but he didn't take a backward step. To his credit, he went after him.
Right, Ponzinibbio's 25-3 overall. He's lost to Ryan LaFleur, unanimous decision. That was his first UFC fight, Ponzinibbio.
Decision?
Decision. And Lorenz Larkin has a knockout over Ponzinibbio.
Oh.
And that's it.
Interesting. I think Perry's going to get a knockout. I do.
Yeah, I fancy Perry, yeah.
You fancy him?
I do.
I'm going to tell him that Jamie English fancies him.
You can tell him that. It's all good.
What round do you think, Matt?
First round.
Oh.
I think it's gonna be quick and violent. I think they're both gonna trust in their power and both try to make an example and put each other out. It's gonna get nasty. It's gonna be bloody, and I think that within that first round, I feel something's gonna go down, and and that thing that's going down is going to be Ponzinibbio.
I agree, and the reason I agree is because it's the perfect platform to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's the card you want to do it on, because you want to make an example and be like, you know what? Now I want the next. I want to be taken seriously. So
yeah, I agree.
I agree. Like that makes sense.
Or else, if anything, just be like, yo, the winner of the guys fighting later on tonight.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what they should be saying.
That's what I mean. And and they're fighting first, obviously. So that would be a
statement. He already called out Robbie Lawler.
He did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What about me fucking up and saying that they're holding up your division with the fucking middle of the division? I'm like, what am I saying? It's a fucking honest. I mean, well, what can I do?
He was welterweight anyway. You know what I mean? George is a welterweight normally,
so
it's easy to be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I screwed up. Yeah.
That's okay.
It's all right. I'm gonna get over it. What do you think about that Robert Whittaker versus Luke Rockhold? Tell me your thoughts on that.
I love that. I think it's
a great fight.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great opportunity for Whittaker also, you know what I mean? To be like, because there's no question of Rockhold's pedigree,
Rockhold, is awesome. I think he's an awesome fighter. I think he's very well rounded.
The southpaw,
I mean, David Branch did catch him early on, man. And now if he caught him, not if he caught him, I'm not saying that like that because David puts a lot of work in.
Absolutely.
But it did. He had him stunned for a second. And he clinched him. He really kind of fucked up with that.
Yeah.
He had him up against the cage.
Right.
And he was like blasting him, and then he clinched him, and then Luke started getting his wits about him, and then it was down. And then he got him out, wrestled him and whatnot. If he gets on top of Whittaker, which other guys, what's up?
No, it keeps going. It's crazy. It keeps going to a
right.
like a busy signal.
Hey, listen, I'm pretty confident we're gonna talk to him.
Yeah, we'll get him.
But if Luke Rockhold gets on top of anybody, he's a problem.
There's no question of that.
He's a problem.
He's a world-class jiu-jitsu player, a world-class MMA player.
Especially on top. Like, he gets that mount to back. He floats above you. He's landing elbows and strikes. You're trying to find the floor as far as you're trying to get your one leg. You're trying to find the ground. You can't because you have his legs locked. So it's kind of unorthodox. Like, the way he's such a long body. He's a real pain in the ass on top. I've seen him just, you've seen what he's done to people.
Absolutely.
Robert Whittaker has shown with the guys he's fighting, Jacare or Romero,
right,
that he's hard to get down and hard to keep down.
Right.
This is a hard one to pick, no?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Robert Whittaker seems like he's getting better and better. Luke Rockhold looked amazing in his last one, but that is the second fight in a row where he did get a little stunned standing up. I mean, a lot of stun when he fought Bisping.
Yes.
But he did get a little stunned, but maybe that was some ring rust. Who knows?
My feeling is
5-round fight.
Yeah, my feeling is with Rockhold is, and I haven't seen this change, so this is interesting that you mentioned that he's getting caught. When he backs up in a straight line and his chin comes up, and I don't see him making those adjustments between those last couple of fights. And with someone like Whittaker, with his confidence coming forward and throwing with bad intentions, and I think he can do that because he's not afraid of being on the ground because he's got the confidence to get up, and he's done it against people who are world-class grapplers. So that's a real danger point, I think, for Rockhold.
It is wild that he fought at welterweight.
Yeah, right. Surprising.
It's so funny how guys do so much better sometimes. I mean, RDA's killing it right now at welterweight. That's another thing that makes it. And he's looking great at. I wonder if his jiu-jitsu is going to come into play because Robbie is an explosive guy. Yeah. I switched right back to that fight. Yeah. Well, that's coming on this weekend, so we should talk about that a lot. But I mean, RDA, he is. I mean, a lot's going to be determined standing up. But if he can get on top of Robbie. It's going to be hard to do, though. Robbie's explosive. Robbie's hard to get down.
And Robbie's hard to hold down, too, once you get him there.
Yeah.
I know.
He knows all the tricks. Like, he's well-versed.
A lot's going to be determined on its feet,
Yeah.
And RDA is awesome on his feet. But, I mean, I think, like, he could land 3 to 4 shots to Robbie's 1, and that 1 might really hurt RDA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the power might be too much.
I think so, too. I also, he got knocked out when he was defending his title
by Eddie Alvarez.
By Alvarez. Now, again, Alvarez is a great fighter, but he's not the size and distinguished kind of power that's going to be come Saturday night. So, like you said, it's I think it's a little tall order. It's definitely a step up and a measure of what have you got for RDA, but not so much for his opponent. I feel like that's just not the case for Robbie. I think Robbie's very, very comfortable.
Right.
And it's more RDA's test than Robbie's.
For sure. It's almost like Gastelum coming up when he fought Weidman. It's like now you're fighting a true middleweight.
Right.
Yeah.
Really see what the size difference is, the power difference.
I'm sure Michael Bisping would love that analogy.
Bisping's fought it different ways.
Yeah, it's true. But you know what's interesting that you want to take into account is that in boxing, where the weight classes are so close together, you can get a multiple weight world champion over the course of a number of years as you naturally acclimatize. But I'm not really sure, like you saw, that kind of thing with McGregor. Like, it's really difficult to translate that power in increments as big as they are in our particular combat style, where it's 15 or 20 pound. It's not 6 pound or 8 pound.